about a couple of things. It's all going to boil down to these amazingly shiny, shimmery ornaments. But let me start out by telling you about this cool tool I found on Amazon. So I found these on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description and over on my blog. These are nail buffers, but they are an amazing sanding tool for when you're playing with chipboard. Chipboard always seems to have those little cling-ons that are left when you pop it out of its frame. And I found these. You get 12 of them for $12.99. You can't beat that. And on top of that, I've been using this one for 3 months, and it still will buff my nails. So I wanted to tell you about that because you can't beat that for the craft room. It's amazing. Let's talk about these ornaments. So I got out my alcohol inks and played with them. So I took some transparency paper, some clear transparency, and I ran it through my die cutting machine. So I have some snowmen here, and I have a snowflake one, and I also have a Christmas tree. This is a really old one by Cuttlebug, actually. It's an actual Christmas tree, but it's flowers that make it up. So I ran them through, and I got out some alcohol inks, and I covered the clear transparency with it. And I wasn't super careful. I wanted to leave some white spots. So I let them dry. And in the meantime, I've got these chipboard. Now, some of these are close to my heart. These ones were actually close to my heart sets that came with a front and a back. And then I had some other ones that were brown, just random ones. I think some were from Rusty Pickle. I sanded them down and I covered them with white acrylic paint. Just a basic dollar store crafters white acrylic paint. And I let them dry overnight. After I had them all painted, overnight dried, I was trying to think about how I wanted to color them. And I still had my alcohol inks out. So I decided to play around. And did you know that you can color chipboard with alcohol ink? I kid you not. It changes color a little bit. It's not as dark in some cases, but it still is pretty beautiful. Like this is red pepper and watermelon and salmon. I've got shell pink watermelon and cranberry. Pool, stream, and bottle. Pink sherbet and raisin and currant. This one is Denim, Sailboat, and Aqua. I decided to try it on the white acrylic paint, and I think they turned out great. Now these ones, I just cut a die cut out of some patterned paper to back it because I wanted white behind my transparencies that had the alcohol inks. Same here, just cut some patterned paper to throw on the back. I put this one with some pattern paper tag I cut out. I cut out 2 pieces, glued them together, put a white piece behind here, glued that on top. And these ones, I actually have the centers. So this was the outside frame, but I threw some extra of the plastic that I had colored in behind there. Then I just die cut a circle to put on the back. I even did some little pop-out pieces because I thought they would make some beautiful accents on the front of some cards. And I think they turned out amazing. I absolutely love them. Then to give them some Christmas sparkle, I used some Ranger Stickles. So I used crystal and stardust and lime green and turquoise. I think that they turned out so beautiful. Like, that is just incredible. It's got a shimmery blue from turquoise there. Yeah, I'm absolutely in love with all of these pieces. I wanted to come and share them with you so you could maybe make some of your own. I just put a, so these ones actually had a white back that I colored with the alcohol ink as well. And then I just put a nice ribbon on top to accent. I'm going to put them on the front of a Christmas card, and then the receiver can take them off of the card and put them on their Christmas tree. That's that. So simple, so much fun, so much sparkle, so beautiful. And I'll have lots of beautiful embellishments to put on some Christmas cards as well. So the thing I like about these cool blocks that I found on Amazon is, even though they're square, which is really nice for getting into corners and stuff, you can squish them into little spots, which is super nice for getting things nice and smooth when you have little holes to get into. So I'm going to sand all these chipboard pieces that I have for making ornaments and Christmas things. And then I'm going to give them just a paint around the edge with the Crafters acrylic paint. That's just so there's no gray edge showing through. I do find that if I use ink, it seeps in pretty good. So if I make it white, then I can put pattern paper or whatever I want on the front, and then it's not a big deal. I have some close to my heart white chipboard, but as you can see, it's still a little bit of a gray because I think they just put white paper on top. So I sand them, and I'll give them a little paint too, because I want to make sure that I don't have any ugly gray edges when I'm done. See what I was saying about these are awesome blocks. So yeah, I'll put the link for that below. There's no point in you watching me do all these chipboard sanding, so I will sand and paint, and then we'll get back. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I just had to share the brilliance. It's crazy. And I just use my finger to put the stickles on these as well. But look at the shine on that. Isn't it incredible? Like, just so much beautiful shine. And this turquoise, like when it catches the light, that is a crazy blue on there. So if you want to spice up your Christmas cards, get out those chipboard shapes, give them a base coat of white acrylic paint, then go to town with your alcohol inks and finish them up with some Stickles. All right, I hope you enjoyed my little share. Please come back. You can visit my blog at melitasmakin.blogspot.com. You can write me at melitasmakin@gmail.com. And if you liked my video, would you please give me a like and a thumbs up? It would really help me. All right, happy crafting for Christmas.